expected.
Get your hand off that.
You expected a push.
But for one person on this island, this is not a game.
Will you explain it to us then, Detective?
Everyone is in danger.
Alright, murder mystery start.
Welcome to the game. The Pokemon Trading Card Game Battle Academy. 8 stores now.
You see when you see you. You're on place.
Alright guys, welcome back to another one. Now, I want to go over the top 10 most overpowered weapons in the game for each attribute. We're going to be going over 2 weapons each attribute. Now, this was kind of a hard one to do because there's so many different weapons in this game that are great. So for each attribute, I will be giving some other suggestions as well that you could go over and try out yourself. There are so many powerful weapons in this game, so it's kind of hard to fit everything into a top 10, which I did anyway. But like I said, we'll be going over a few other weapons for each attribute that you can go ahead and try. Now, of course, you guys can have your own opinions on the top 10 weapons and the top 20 weapons, top 30, whatever it is. I just think these are overall the best weapons for me and a lot of people as well. Now, this game especially, which is great about it, you guys can have your own opinions and your favorite weapon could be someone's most disliked weapon. So it all matters to you, but overall, these are great to go for. So I'm going to be going down the list, so we're going to be going over strength, dex, intelligence, fate, and arcane in that order. So let's go ahead and see the best weapons for strength builds. So easily my top 2 picks when I think of strength builds is easily the Ruined Greatsword and also the Giant Crushers. Now these 2 weapons are probably one of the most powerful weapons in the game, obviously them being strength-wise, but the build that you can create with the Giant Crushers are easily one of the highest damage output weapons and builds there is in the game. The builds for them are actually quite easy to create. I've already created a strength build that you can go ahead and do with the Giant Crusher, which I'll link down in the description. And yeah, definitely the best weapons in the game for strength. Now the Ruined Greatsword is amazing as well. Another great suggestion for strength builds is Guts' Greatsword, an amazing weapon to go for as well. Now mainly for the Ruined Greatsword, it's its special skill, the Wave of Destruction. Basically when you use that, it creates this wave of like gravity, shards, and lightning that goes through the ground and forward. Now this has a bunch of damage output and a lot of range as well. So you can hit bosses from a far range, you can kill multiple enemies with one strike. And it doesn't use too much MP actually, which is great about it. And it has a very, very wide range attack. For the Ruin's Greatsword, you're going to need at least 50 strength, 16 intelligence to use. For Guts' Greatsword, you're going to need 31 strength and 12 dex. And for the Giant Crushers, you're going to need a full-blown 60 strength to even equip it. Alright, so for dexterity, now dex builds are pretty good but not used as much because you won't be kind of limited to the weapons you can use, but the two weapons we're going to be going over are amazing actually. The first one is Hand of Millennia, one of the best weapons for PvP. Now for PvE, it's not really used that much because the special ability is just not really that great for bosses or enemies overall, but it's an amazing weapon for PvP. Now a special move, Waterfowl Dance, is actually pretty good at PvP. It allows you to go into the air and do multiple attacks 3 times, and the fourth one is delayed. It's very hard to dodge in PvP, which why it makes it a pretty good weapon for that. The next weapon we're going to be going over is Bloodhound's Fang. A very good PvE and PvP weapon as well. It does cause blood buildup. You can use that in PvP against enemies and PvE against bosses, which basically causes you to do a massive amount of damage randomly. And you can change the actual roll on this weapon. It is pretty good for early game, mid game, and late game. Or you dex builds that you want to try out some different weapons. For Hand of Millennia, you can need at least 48 dex and 16 in strength. And for Bloodhound's Fang, you're going to need at least another 17 in dex and an 18 in strength. Now the next few weapons I'm going to be giving you are an amazing choice as well. You can go for the Vancover Katana, which is a huge katana with a lot of range, and you can also change the actual roll on that. And also you can go for the Dragon Blade. Now this is an amazing weapon you get from killing the dragon boss in the Faramazuna. An amazing weapon as well, but it does... There are better weapons out there, but for dex, it's actually a pretty good one. Now for the Dragon Blade, you can need at least a 37 in dex and an 18 in strength. And for the Vancover, you can need at least 22 in dex and 18 in strength. Next up, we have intelligence weapons. Now these are some of the best weapons in the game, and some of the most really best stuff in the game right now is Lusat's Glintstone Staff. It is probably the best one in the game. There are other ones that you can go for, but overall, Lusat's is the most powerful. Nothing really special to say about staffs, you just use them to use spells. The best weapon for intelligence is the Wing of Astel. Stupidly broken, very powerful. I've already made a build video with this. It is disgusting. Its special move, Nebula, basically causes you to throw down a bunch of galaxies and stars, basically a nebula, and it causes it to explode. Now the higher the intelligence, the more damage you're going to be doing. Obviously, that's how it works. Now its heavy attack also uses magic, but doesn't use any MP, which is why. I mean, that's really good for you. And it's very powerful as well, the heavy attacks. Now the normal R1 selection attacks are just as normal as you would expect from any other weapon. Fast attacks, huge amounts of damaging, is a curved sword, and yeah, overall an amazing weapon to use. And of course, the other suggestion I'm going to give you for intelligence weapons, as we all know, the Moonveil Katana. Now obviously there are many katanas in the game you can go ahead and use, like, you know what? And yeah, Moonveil easily one of the best weapons for intelligence as well. Now it's kind of hard to pick between Wing of Astel and the Moonveil Katana, but Moonveil Katana, an amazing weapon for PvP, and Wing of Astel is an amazing weapon for PvE. For Lusat's Glintstone Staff, you can need a 52 intelligence and a 10 in strength. For Wing of Astel, you need a 20 in intelligence, 7 in strength, and 17 in dexterity. For Moonveil, you can need a 23 in intelligence, 12 in strength, and an 18 in dexterity. Next up, we're going to be looking at our faith weapons. Now, these are pretty damn good weapons as well. Now, one of them, you maybe have seen a few videos on, but it is an amazing one, even at that. So, first off, we have Envoy's Longhorn. You've probably seen this weapon being used by these snowman people in the capital Lindell. Now, this weapon is amazing for holy damage and overall faith builds. Its special move called Bubble Shower will cause you to just basically throw out a bunch of bubbles from the weapon and cause a huge amount of damage against bosses. It's also pretty decent in PvP as well. Definitely one of the best faith weapons in the game at the moment. One of the most powerful builds is also around this weapon. And of course the other, one of the best weapons in the game overall, not just for faith, is the Blasphemous Blade. Such a damn good weapon. Now, Taker's Flame is special move, just like the Ruin's Great Sword. It basically throws out a bunch of flames and run through the floor, goes forward, and does a huge amount of damage, long range and short range as well. Now, every kill and every hit that you do with this weapon will give you your health back. Now, its swinging attacks are pretty good as well. It is a great sword, so you are going to be doing a lot of damage. But overall, its special move, Taker's Flame, is what makes this weapon so damn good. And also its special ability of giving your health back just makes it one of the best weapons in the game anyway. Now, a few other weapons that you can go ahead and use for main is the Halo Scythe and also the Wind Scythe as well. Pretty good weapons to go for. With the Envoy's Longhorn, you're going to need 18 in strength, 11 in dex, and 23 in strength. For Blasphemous Blade, you're going to need 22 in strength, 15 in dex, and 21 in bang. And lastly, we have Arcane, the most used attribute and build for the entire game, no matter if it's PvE or PvP, is Arcane. Now, this goes on without me even having to explain myself. Obviously, we have Rivers of Blood. The most broken weapon in the game right now for PvP especially and PvE is Rivers of Blood. Now its special move is called Corpse Pyra, basically allows you to just throw blood through your weapon. Now this has stupid amounts of damage, huge amounts of blood loss, and huge amounts of range. Now in PvP, this basically makes it very, very difficult to dodge, and as soon as you get that one hit in, your enemy cannot dodge out of it, and you can kill him within a few hits. Now for PvE as well, you can kill multiple enemies, cause a huge amount of blood loss on bosses. Overall, honestly, my favorite weapon in the game, but I really don't like using it because it's so boring of how powerful it really is. Now the next one is kind of surprising, but if you guys know, then you know why. The Bloody Hellas. Now why is this weapon the best arcane weapon? Well, it's bugged, especially by using another weapon, using the Warcry Astral War that switches the Bloody Hellas, the bugs out, allowing you to do the Astral War move. Now, doing that will basically allow you to kill any boss in the game within just a few hits. I've used this weapon to kill the Fire Giants in just a few hits. I've used it to kill multiple enemies. Marco's Sacred Spear, an amazing arcane weapon. Eleonora's Bow Blade, an amazing twin blade weapon. And also Mariah's Execution Sword. If you are going to be running arcane, most likely you're going to be using also Godskin Healer and